What is that saying that the difference between a conspiracy theory and a fact is only about 6 months? Sometimes they do take a little bit longer than that, but eventually they will get there. One of the biggest quote-unquote conspiracy theories, I would even put it in the top 3, is about a certain pizza, a gated pizza. A pizza story that involved children, political figures, and a pizzeria. Gated pizza would become a story in the public when Hillary Clinton's emails were leaked in 2016, her emails to John Podesta. Now, when this went viral in 2016 and even up to today, it has been extensively discredited by a wide range of organizations, including the Washington, D.C. police. Because at the end of the day, we can trust the Washington, D.C. police to investigate those who control Washington, D.C., right? It would be like hiring roaches to take care of a roach infestation. Now, there were numerous emails from John Podesta, the chairman of Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign, who was habitually referring to food items such as pasta, cheese pizza, and ice cream in ways the FBI warned the public are used as code words by people who abuse children. But at the same time, you had many police agencies and news media debunking what was in these emails, these words that were in these emails. But coincidence may have it, it was uncovered that on Instagram, there was a massive child abuser ring where people were using pizza code words for children. Now the excuse is this happened in 2020, this Instagram child abuse ring. So they're saying that these code words were inspired by the gated pizza event. But like I said, these code words like pizza, cheese, ice cream, hot dogs were warned to the public going all the way back to 1993 by the FBI. So when these emails leaked, nothing happened because, as with every conspiracy theory, especially those that involve the political elite, there are deniers. The deniers that crawl out the woodworks, the sewers, the roach boxes that they hide in. They're ready to pounce on anybody that speaks about this story when something like this breaks out. Well, there was a denier who proudly stated he was the main denier, the main reason why this gated pizza conspiracy theory went away. Now, this denier is a very good friend of John Podesta. His name is Slade Somer, and he happens to be the ex-editor-in-chief of the Recount. Now, during the time this story broke out, in which Slade Somer was the editor-in-chief for the Recount went above and beyond to deny this gated pizza. You can even read on the About section of the Recount. At the Recount, we're reinventing video journalism for platforms reshaping the news, streaming, and social media. We cut through noise, rejecting stale narratives, and calling out big lies. Never wasting your time or insulting your intelligence, driving dialogue instead of mindless division, featuring voices that challenge your perspective. In an era of information overload, alternative facts, and of course rampant conspiracy theories, it has never been more vital to illuminate what matters most, the truth. So these people with their fancy designer eyeglasses on, with their $100 crew cut haircuts, are sitting there with their pinkies in the air as they're drinking Arnie Palmers, are telling people like myself that we're crazy conspiracy theorists because we're reading keywords in an email, keywords that the FBI has warned us about, and asking questions. These are the same people that are hired and planted by YouTube that go around with their butt cheeks clenched, ready to report anything that sounds like misinformation. Anything that sounds like it's talking outside the main narrative that is created by these same news agencies, like the Recount. Well, here's some truth. Editor-in-chief at the Recount, John Podesta's friend, proud denier of the gated pizza conspiracy, Slade Somer, has not only been found with numerous illicit images of children, and at least one of the videos he produced himself. Many of these images and videos involve children as young as 3 to 4 years old. Not only did he have over 1,300 images and videos of children, but there's many shocking parts of this story where at the end of the day we should not be shocked at all, given the players that are involved. Now, like I said previously, this story has been very suppressed. A cyber tip to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children in June led to the October 18th search of Somer's home in Otis, Massachusetts, where officials then found the images and videos. Now, he was arrested on October 18th. This story didn't really make the airways until about 2 to 3 days ago. and today is November 18th. So almost a whole month went by where this story really broke out. And still, even today, it really has not broke out. At least not like it should. So, as if this story could not get any more disturbing, in addition to the over 1,000 images and videos, authorities also obtained text chats, also allegedly from Sommer, sharing how to not only kidnap, but also how to assault children. Those who saw the text chat stated the disturbing chats added a level of extreme cruelty to the case. So one would think, due to him being a real danger to children, a real risk to children, especially since he's not been found guilty, he will not be put on any list just yet. Nobody knows this man, or I don't even want to call him a man, this thing is roaming the streets. Well, unfortunately, because I guess he is connected to higher people, these charges do not allow them to ask that he be held without bail, and he was released on a $100,000 bail. Now, I know some people are going to yell out, well, innocent before proven guilty. This man's innocent before he's proven guilty. They had enough evidence on his cell phone and his computer that he had these images and these videos. And I guess he must have been in some of these images and videos because they're saying he produced some of them. I guess them saying that he produced them is a soft, better way to say that he was in them. Because what did he do at the end of these videos? Did he have a credit? Did he have credits roll? At the end of the video, did the credits say produced by Slade Sommer? Because there's some news articles coming out that not only was he arrested for the images and videos, but also he was arrested for assaulting infants and babies, multiple. Sommer was released after posting a $100,000 cash bail with strict conditions that prohibits any contact with minors and prohibits his use of the internet. But at the end of the day, do we really want to take the chance? Because even though he has these very strict conditions set, these strict conditions should be set inside any human already. Not to have this style of contact with children, not to have these videos and images of children. So you would think this person, the worst kind of person you can possibly be, a person who broke this trust with children, a person who is a real danger to children, a person who is sending text messages on teaching others how to kidnap and assault children, you would think they would remain under the jail until their time for trial has come. But no, that is not the type of world we live in. He is actually out roaming the streets until December 21st, when he has to show up for court, with only the promise that he will not harm another child. So this story only proceeds to get crazier. Slade Sommer, the proud denier of the gated pizza conspiracy, whose news site helped sweep up the facts of the gated pizza incident under the rug. Well, in 2018, he was actually a summer camp counselor. Not only was he the summer camp counselor, but oddly enough, he was also the director. He would have one-on-ones with many children. Any incidents that arise, like let's say abuse, he could also just easily sweep those under the rug as well. So he was really covering all the bases, camp counselor and director. Slade Sommer also went viral for a tweet back in 2018. People are touched by this writer's conversation with a bunch of fourth graders. So what was this speech about? Did it have to do with doing your homework, not being a bully, being better to your peers, listening to your parents? No, of course not. It had to do with sexuality. Finding yourself sexually as a fourth grader, and this was applauded by many people, and it went viral. As all this was going on, this is the same filth that was helping fight back any conversations about a certain gated pizza, calling them crazy conspiracy theories. That you're violent, you're deranged, if you even mention this gated pizza. Helping those key players that were directly involved in a certain Jeffries Island. We're not going to talk about seriously investigating these emails and what's behind these emails. No, the serious conversation we should have is with fourth graders and exploring their sexuality. Absolute demonic filth. Now, Tony Podesta, John Podesta's brother, has some very, very questionable artwork in his home that I can't even show in this video. If I show on this video, this channel would be instantly removed. I would probably even have the FBI knocking on my door for even showing such images. Many of these artworks hung up around his home have children in bondage, BDSM, show children with their bottoms red as if they were being spanked. No one's allowed to ask, well, why do you have this around your home? Because it's only considered art. And if you ask any further questions, well, you're just a crazy conspiracy theorist. You're just going to get instantly shut down. Now, Somers LinkedIn lists him as a co-director of Camp Power since 2010. So who knows how long he has been doing this for? Or how many children were abused at this camp? Because if you have a person that is sending out messages how to abuse kids, I am sure he also knows how to shut these kids up, especially if he's involved with higher powers. Many of these children are probably afraid to talk. They have probably been threatened in ways we can't even comprehend. Now, one of the places that was listed in Hillary Clinton's emails was a pizzeria called Ping Pong Comet. I know that's not its name, but I have to say it in a mixed order to fight YouTube's algorithm. This is a very sensitive subject for YouTube. This pizzeria was mentioned in the emails with the key words cheesy, pizza, hot dogs, and people put two and two together that this location is the location that many children were held. There were back rooms where many children were abused. So who goes to investigate? Well, the Washington, D.C. police. And of course, they find nothing out of the usual. People were not satisfied with this investigation because, like I said, it's the Washington, D.C. police. Well, in order to shut up any more conversation about the gated pizza, a man, coincidence may have it, went to the pizzeria. A North Carolina man went to the pizzeria and shot the place up when it was full of employees. Well, no employees were harmed, but given the violent nature behind the shooting, and this man admitting he did it because he thought children were being kept there as slaves, any conversation of this pizzeria and the gated pizza was squashed. You are no longer allowed to talk about it because now you are seen as a violent conspiracy theorist. And if you mention it on any platforms without going in circles, without stepping on eggshells, you are pretty much going to be banned from that platform. But it looks like these people, their crimes can't be held in the dark for much longer. And these deniers, these players of the gated pizza incident are now coming out to light. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help the channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.